Today's very latest news coming to you first from the fabulous Pattaya Media Group here in Pattaya. And if you could like and subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Following reports of drones being used along the border area and spotted by the military there, it's now believed that at least some of them were being used by either members of the public or press. With a ban on drones over government and military installations already law, yesterday saw an initial ban on the use of drones in 14 provinces. However, that has now been extended to any area of Thailand. Until the ban is repealed, a warning them to all, as the penalty is a fine of up to 40,000 baht, or a year in jail, and the certainty that your drone will be confiscated. In Suphanburi, an explosion of a different kind saw locals flee in fear as the house was being used illegally to produce fireworks. They blew up on Wednesday morning, seeing 9 people lose their lives. This is the second in recent years within the same province. And as fire teams worked to control the blaze and recover those injured from the scene, so others reminded the press that with 43 people in total having lost lives to fireworks in the past 18 months, there had been a promise of stricter legislation for the making of pyrotechnics of any size. A request from suspended Prime Minister Paytongtan Shinawatra for a second elongated delay to her upcoming court case at Thailand's Constitutional Court has been denied by the court, who instead reset her hearing date for Monday, August the 4th, warning that there will be no further extension after that. She faces a full inquiry as to her level of competence to hold the prime ministerial position after a series of events culminating in the fateful recorded phone conversation with Cambodia's de facto leader Hun Sen, which was released by him to social media. Currently on garden leave, she has been, more or less anyway, out of the public eye during the recent conflict, as has her father, whose own court cases are due to be heard soon, and she could be disqualified and removed from office if the court rules against her. The traditional clemency order from His Majesty the King in celebration of his birthday saw over 81,000 prisoners this week receive clemency to some extent. Coming back generations, the royal clemency is seen as a bonus to jailbirds. This year, nearly 13,000 will be released early as a result of it, and the balance see sentences reduced. To qualify, a prisoner is expected to serve at least a third of their sentence behind bars. California wildlife protection teams have confirmed that footage used by the wife of the Cambodian Prime Minister to show efforts made by their military to control poison gas dropped on their installations by the use of a Soka plane are in fact fake, with others confirming that the use of gas is totally fake news and propaganda. The footage that she used is indeed genuine, but it was filmed in California, not Cambodia, and featured a plane dropping a wildfire retardant. And finally, some good news. Electricity prices in Thailand are due to drop from September, following the regular meeting of EGAT, which saw prices rise last year due to an increase in the cost of gas used for production, which has now dropped again. They say that it can reduce the electricity price to approximately 3.95 baht per unit. That isn't the rate for limited companies, though, and doesn't include the added taxes, but it is good news for many households. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, 8 in the evening yesterday saw yet another motorbike rider lose their life at an intersection of the East Side Railway Road. With road markings now in many places worn and at night time sometimes invisible, the reminder remains that those crossing the railway lines have the right of way, despite it appearing that those on the main railway road do. Banglamung authorities busted a major drug dealer yesterday, seizing 438 methamphetamine pills and 63 grams of crystal meth. The drug dealer was named by a minor dealer previously arrested as his supplier. Teams nabbed him as he dealt his wares in the city, and after finding more in his car, they discovered his main stash at his home. And for those asking about donations to Thais in distress, here's the update for our city. Giving in any form of food and much needed wares for those left homeless by flooding and also those in the evacuation centres can be done at 4 points around the city. They're located at Pattaya Beach, opposite the police station, Chai Mongkol Temple in South Pattaya, 221, and the Suang Buribun Foundation main headquarters. With the Suang Buribun facility open 24/7 to receive donations, those can include rice, dry food, medicines, sanitary pads, toothbrushes and drinking water, but not old clothing. And drinking water is best given at the Suang Buribun location, as it's become difficult for those managing the pickup points to move it. And with the Met Office promising highs today of 33, dropping down to 28. Breezy in the morning, but otherwise a sticky day, very hot, and the real feel of 38.
Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.